Hey, Dad, you got a minute? I want to talk to you a bit before Joe got here.
Yeah, what's up?
So, you know Joe that didn't stay here last night, right?
He didn't stay here? Yes, he did. I was out there hanging out with him for a while.
Yeah, he was here for a while, but he left at like 2 in the morning. It looked like he was like sneaking out, like as good as sneaking does him, but still.
He left at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, he was like trying to be sneaky. I heard a noise outside, looked out, he was getting into his car.
At 2? And
Yeah.
you know it was 2?
What was it?
And you know it was 2?
Yeah, of course I know it was 2.
Well, then maybe he just went out and he came right back. I mean...
No, he didn't come back at all.
How do you know he didn't come back?
Oh, that's actually a good point, but I don't think he did. Honestly, I think he was back out of the strip club.
The strip club?
It's possibly has an addiction.
Oh, come on, Tom. He doesn't have an addiction.
How do you know? You don't know what he does at night.
Why would he go at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Why would
Like, I
he
don't
go
even know
at 2
how
in
much
the
time
morning?
it's open till. It's only open till like 4, I think.
Okay, he's got some time for that, and then maybe he went off and like just slept in the car somewhere. I don't know.
Are you positive that he left at 2 a.m.?
I am absolutely sure that he left at 2 in the morning.
Huh.
It was at dead of night. He snuck out. I mean, what else would he really be doing?
I don't know. I'll ask him when he gets here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, have a seat. I want to talk to you.
Oh, well, you got a beer. You need a beer?
As a matter of fact,
Oh, I was seeing good timing, dude. Thanks. Talking about what?
well, wait till you come back out here.
Okay.
Like he doesn't know.
I'll just ask him what he did last night.
Yeah, try to go into like nonchalant.
Yeah. I still don't get this show, Tom.
Honestly, I've never
Joe,
seen
I've been
it.
trying to watch this show because you told me about it, and I still don't get it. The Office, I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it? So there's a documentary crew
Oh, thank you. Yeah, have a
that
seat.
so there's a documentary crew that are filming these people that work in the office. So that's why the camera's always there and talking to the camera and look at the camera. It's like a fake. The end of the whole series is the documentary comes out on PBS and they become famous, whatever. It's all
It's not
documentary.
like it's a reality show.
Yeah,
Like
right.
they're pretending that it's a reality show.
Yeah, so he's in the reality show. He's part of the Office documentary. It's just set up weird. It's a very funny show, dude. But it's
All right, now I know. That makes sense. Now I understand why they talk. out of
Why
the blue.
Jim's always like,
Yeah, okay, now I understand.
Listen to the
Nobody's
camera.
ever explained that to me. It's the first time. Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
know. Well, thank you for asking.
Yes,
Thank you for trying.
How was your sleep last night?
Well, not best. Not the best.
No, because Tom said that he saw you sneak out around 2 a.m.
It was, probably closer to 3, but it was right around there, 2:30ish.
It was closer to 2, but
Hold on, I'll tell you exactly when it was, Tom. Yeah, you're right, 2:10. So it would be closer to 2. What?
Did you come back?
No. It was a crazy night, man. I mean, when you say I snuck away, I didn't really sneak away. I'm not gonna say, hey, Larry, wake up, I'm leaving.
So you didn't go to the strip club, did you?
No, why would I have gone to this? No. That seems, no. The carbon monoxide detectors at my house went off.
what?
Carbon monoxide detectors, like from a heater or like whatever, the carbon monoxide CO2 detectors that you put in the house.
Yeah.
One started going off around 2 o'clock in the morning, and Nat called me or texted me. She's like, hey, alarm's going off.
So
I'm
did
like,
she call you or did she text you?
she texted me first saying there's an alarm going off, and then I called her and said, what do you mean an alarm's going off?
Right.
And she was like, well, it sounds like it's from the one on the wall, and I know that the smoke detectors are both, the hardwired ones are all up in the ceiling. So I know it was carbon monoxide, so I said, get the kids, get out of the house, I'll be right over.
Right.
So I go over there, and then the one upstairs is going off, so I grab the one from upstairs, because they're all in like they're,
I know what a carbon
they have the slots, right? So they sit on the hooks. I took the one off the wall, and went downstairs and replaced it with the one downstairs. I put the one downstairs upstairs to see what would happen. And that one started going off upstairs again. So I knew that there was definitely carbon monoxide in the house. It wasn't the detector.
Right.
So I got them all in the van, started the van up, that warmed up, got the dog out of the house, and then called 911. And then the fire company came out.
Really?
Yeah.
And so the fire company came out, and what did they do? I mean,
they told us we couldn't come back in the house because there was they found a carbon monoxide leak. So literally,
I was just thinking like, oh, bad detector.
No, that's why I switched the one from downstairs to upstairs, just to kind of see maybe if that. But then when that one started going off, I knew that it wasn't that. So I was like, get out of the house, because the one downstairs wasn't going off. So I'm like, well, that's weird. They're both not going off. If there's carbon monoxide, I would figure. From what I know about carbon monoxide, it doesn't rise up; it goes down. It gets a heavier gas.
Yeah.
So you figured the downstairs would be, and the furnace and everything's in the crawl space. You figured that would go on first. So I thought immediately, I was like, oh, it's got to be a faulty.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not there, so I don't hear what kind of beep it is. Like, was it a beep? Yeah. And then a stop? Was it a battery?
Was it a beep here and there? Like,
yeah, 100%. She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I'll be over and check it out. So thank God she called me, or texted me, sorry. But it was scary. So we couldn't get Jameson. We go there, and like when I told her to get out of the house, I get there, so I can't get Jameson to wake up. And I go upstairs, like, what do you mean? And I shook him when he woke up, but I think he was just like, it was the middle of,
deep sleep.
Yeah, but it was scary because you think about what's going on. And then all day that day, he had a headache. He was nauseous most of the day. Like, so he
was?
No, yeah. So we thought probably he had carbon monoxide poisoning. So we had to take him to the urgent care.
Right.
And they said there's not really any test, but they were like, it sounds like he had carbon monoxide poisoning. The fact that he's doing better now is obviously a good sign. He's fine.
Yeah.
But it's scary to think that.
So what's coming from?
The heater. So the fire company came in, and they went into they went in immediately, and then they came right back out, and they went in and put their mask on, the oxygen tanks on. So really? I guess they had readers going in and test to see, because I'm sure they probably get a lot of false alarms, right? And check it, and then all the alarms started going off right away. He's like, you definitely have it's carbon monoxide in the house. So they went up in the attic.
Thank God they had.
Crazy that if I didn't have those. Crazy.
Well, suppose it was a faulty detector and it didn't go off.
100%. But there's no doubt in my mind that it was.
Battery operated?
Yeah.
Suppose the battery was bad. Yeah. Do you change your battery?
Yeah, for sure. Every year I check all my fire extinguishers, not extinguishers, fire alarms, and all my carbon monoxide detectors every year. Right, well, and I just replaced these two, so I guess they only last like 5 years.
That reminds me.
And they beep. No, they let you know when they're bad.
Changed ours.
They let you know when they're bad. They'll beep. Almost like a battery, but different beep. Okay. Like a battery's one beep.
Yeah, I know smoke detectors do.
Yeah, when the carbon monoxide detector is bad, it'll beep like twice. It'll go beep beep, and then like an alarm is 4 beeps. Like there's a whole thing about it.
So that means they don't have no heat?
No, we had no heat all day. And then they had the dogs. We didn't do with the dogs. So I finally had my HVAC guys come out. They found that, so the outside, the fire company went upstairs, looked up on the water heater, thought it was a leak up there, but there wasn't. And then found it downstairs in the crawl space by the furnace, and they went outside and they saw that the outside, the exhaust was going down to, like it was going out and down right to where the cold air intake is.
Okay.
So maybe it's getting sucked back in. So like, all right, cool, I'll let the heater guy know that's what they think. And he's like, that doesn't make any sense because your unit is sealed. So even if it was going back in the crawl space, it wouldn't get sucked back into the house. So he goes down there, and he said, okay, this is exactly what happened. He's like, it's not because it's blowing into the cold air intake, because it's been like that for 10 years. He's like, there was like a grate, or like a plastic grate on the outside of it. Mm-hmm. Because it was so cold, it froze over. Oh. Because of the grate. So that, and they said, we don't put grates on it. We put like a metal mesh up, like way up top, so it won't freeze over and air can still get through.
Right.
But so it was... It blocked it, exhausted, and went back into the crawl space where typically it would just go in the crawl space and just sit in the crawl space. So you wouldn't notice it. It was probably why you never noticed it. Right.
And pass out.
Right.
Until you or you have your friend come over to work on the pipes, and they go down there and you never hear from them again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could, but you were on the other side of the house, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in the winter time, so you're good.
Yeah.
But he said the problem was
I remember getting a little nauseous down there and lightheaded.
He said the problem was that there's something wrong with my heater that, we'll probably have to get a new heater eventually. Like he patched it where it'll work. But the area that was supposed to be airtight wasn't. So the carbon dioxide was getting sucked into that and going throughout the entire house.
So they have heat now.
Oh yeah. He came out, he fixed it. He said, but it was an all-day process, and I couldn't I'm sitting there trying to find out where we can take the kids, take the dogs.
Right.
Because what are you gonna do? Like we had nowhere. It was just one of those days where we were just all over the place. So I'm sorry I didn't reach out to you and let you know what's going on.
That's okay. This dude. What do you? I don't know what he came out here and he's like, yo, can I talk to you? He's like, I saw Joe sneak out here. I think he's going to the strip club.
Well, I didn't know the situation either.
You could have said I saw Joe leave. When you say I saw Joe sneak out, like right away he says
you don't exactly have a great track record.
He made me start second. I feel really bad because it's like all of a sudden I'm like maybe Joe does have a
maybe.
I don't even. It was not a sex addiction. It would be a
strip club addiction. Strip addiction. Strip addiction.
I mean, either way, I didn't know the situation. Like, I'm sorry, Joe.
That's why you always find out something, Tom, before you go and accuse somebody of something.
Well, at least he didn't accuse me to my face. He accused me to you, so that makes it a little bit better. No, I appreciate your apology, Tom. In all honesty, dude, with what happened and that moment where Jameson wasn't really waking up right away, it was scary as hell.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be mad at you. I get where you're right. I do have a track record, or you said it. I have a track record. I understand why you would think that, but no, I would never just go to the strip club. And first of all, in all honesty, Tom, I am a grown man, and if I do go to the strip club in the middle of the night, I'm not waking anybody up, and it's not bothering anybody, so it shouldn't bother you at all. But I accept your apology. Do you see where I'm coming from though? Like I'm 44 years old. If I want to go to a strip club, I'm going to go to a strip club. I earn my own money. I can do what I want to do with it. If I want to throw some singles out and make it rain, I'm going to make it rain.
Well, I was going to talk to you about.
But me not asking you to go with me?
Well, no. Dude, I was just kidding. No, I was going to just ask because it's like, yo, dude, you need to. This is not how you get back in.
Oh no, 100% no.
You know.
So it was. With you saying that, it is funny though, because it was one of those moments where I was like, okay. Like, maybe she was like, hey, why don't you stay here tonight? Because it was so scary.
Yeah.
But because I went out and got all the detectives, she felt safe, so I didn't have to stay there.
So you were just up since 2. You're tired,
I'm
dude.
tired.
You're dog tired.
Yeah.
You look a little tired.
Well, it was an emotional day, right? So it was
a couple beers, you'll probably fall asleep.
100%, I'm going to probably fall asleep tonight.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Perfect thing is, if I do fall asleep tonight and she sees me, just be like, they're carbon dioxide, they went up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're safe about it.
You heard that, right?
Honestly, not really.
Oh, yeah, good. It's fine. It's exactly perfect. It's the truth.
Kind of.